reminding myself to stay on the offense. I was just on the internet and specifically on a couple of discords, and it's so easy to get lost into the world, the life of other individuals. And I like to look at it when I do think about it, and when I'm not acting from a habitual point of view. I like to look at it from a what's the opposite, right? So what am I doing and what is the opposite? And I think in terms of when I'm reading through Twitter, I'm either thinking or I'm going through someone else's thoughts, whether it's in the form of reading somebody's tweet or a repost, or if it's in the form of watching a YouTube video and living vicariously through somebody else. I've been thinking about that. And, as much as I'd like to admit that I'm not being productive on my own time, I also think about how productive am I when I'm investing so much of it in the life of somebody else. So, I just decided to hit record. A lot of times, we feel as if, or at least me, I feel like I need to have this fucking this profitable agenda, if you will. I need to act as if I have like just something going on in order to hit record, and where that isn't the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at videos on YouTube, and most people they're doing fun ass activities for the most part. And there's all types of genres, but they're doing great fun activities with their friends, whether it's golfing, drifting, fucking comedians, or people that are documenting their career. Well, this is my life, you know what I'm saying? And I could get lost into the world of someone else, or I could just simply appreciate mine. And not to say that appreciating yours, the only way to appreciate yours is by recording, because at the end of it all, I don't need to record in order to, damn, I fucked up. I don't need to record in order to enjoy it, but I have stuff on my mind as well. And going through other people's content doesn't necessarily help me to get my mind clear from what I have going on. But overall, great day to be alive. I'm thankful. Today's later on in the day. Today's the 26th. And I woke up this morning and I've been thinking about it. I took a nap as well, and I woke back up after my nap, and I thought about my son again. You know what I'm saying? I was watching some videos, and one came across. It was a video of a truck driver. He was he had his son. And he played a joke. He played a joke with his son, saying, "Yo, a truck driver is wanting to fight me, and he has a son. He wants his son to fight you." And his son put his little fucking Crocs on, and I just thought about my son. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about how I was literally supposed to chill with my boy, just have a little good, just bonding moment. I bought a football for him. I literally recorded this morning. But this is what's top of mind for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the money that was just ready for us to. It's not a lot, you know what I'm saying, relative to what a rich person has, but it for sure is enough for me to have gotten you some shoes, some sneakers, some cool shoes for school, and also get a smoothie, grab a smoothie, and fucking, it bothers me so much, yo. It like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and complain to nobody, but I'm not gonna keep it in my heart as well. I'm not just gonna keep it in my mind. I'm not gonna sit here and start calling people or tell anybody about it. But what I will do is just record it, and later on, bro, even if I don't know what the future holds in terms of if you'll ever get a chance to see any of these videos, if it will ever matter. You know what I'm saying? Life is small, but it's big as well. And it's very possible for someone to keep you away from ever hearing or knowing any of any information from me. But I released these videos, man, because if in terms of what could I do to provide value, I was thinking about that before I hit play. I was like, what could I do to provide value? And the books that I strongly recommend, I'm going to utilize my wounds as an opportunity to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm the richest man. It's clear that I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm super ethical. I'm not saying that I was not a fuck boy. I'm not saying that I didn't get angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I didn't take actions which were unhealthy in terms of, you know, showing anger and being extremely mad. I'm grateful I never laid my hands on the bitch. I'm super grateful I never laid my hands on the bitch. But, you know, overall, you know, there's a lot of activities, there's a lot of actions that I could admit and say, no, they weren't healthy. But as I look at the world around me, I know damn well that that's not the case, and that's not the requirement in order for you to be involved with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's not the requirement for you to just be a a fucking perfect stick figure, if you will, in order to be able uh, to be involved with your family, your son, your daughter, etc. So and I'm gonna provide value the best way that I could. Is these women, they try to fucking make it seem like they're innocent, like they're little fucking angels, like they're not snorting coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not fucking smoking weed. Like, they're not fucking selling pussy. Like, they're not sneaking niggas inside the house. Like, they're not sneaking out of the house. Like, they're not stealing from their boyfriends, their husbands. Like, they're not, you know what I'm saying? And all this shit, because not all women, but because it's so easy to get away with. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Yeah, so if I could leave you with one thing, it would be, there's a book by the name of Unplugged Alpha. And if there's a young man, you know, a lot of YouTube videos that I watch is, I don't even realize it, but it's younger people that are younger than me, just having fun and living life. And when I actually watch enough of the videos, I'm like, damn, man, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? And what it is I miss that. You know what I'm saying? I miss having friends. And one thing that I decided to do that pulled me away from friends is a woman. You know what I'm saying? So if there's one thing you could learn, is number one, pick up the book Unplugged Alpha. Two is never leave your circle of influence, your friends, for anybody, for none of your girls. No girl. If the girl is, and they're never gonna, I say never, you know, most likely they're not gonna be like, oh, stop hanging out with your friends and doing all this shit. Most likely it's gonna be with time, and it's gonna be a decision that you make. There's gonna be so much love and nurturing that's gonna be provided to you from, you know, from the girl that you're kind of you're gonna want to gravitate towards that. And not for everybody, and for those that don't, I strongly respect you. But man, don't fucking, if you're like me, if you've ever considered, or if you've started to, I'm gonna tell you, put a hard stop on it and go reach out and hang out with your friends. No matter what, no matter if she doesn't like them, no matter if she's not with it, or if she is, and don't bring her with. You know what I'm saying? Just have a life outside of your relationship, and long term it's gonna lead to a better relationship for the both of you. And if it doesn't, then regardless, you win. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, you win. But yeah, if anything, man, just pick up a copy of the Unplugged Alpha. Pick up a copy of the Unplugged Alpha, and I want you to get a perspective of how to filter women. I want you to get that perspective early on in terms of how you should be filtering women in your relationships. There's a lot of what they call red flags that boys need to be aware of. And man, you could save yourself so much money, so much time, so much effort, so much energy. And you could also put a hard stop on things that are not conducive to growth. You know, a lot of times we feel like if you even ask individuals how long you've been with her, and you hear that oh, we've been together since, the fuck? Not that it's bad, but sometimes a lot of people are together just because they fear of the unknown. They fear what is on the other side, or if they're never gonna find something else or someone else, or they fear just being with themselves. And I'm good. Like, when I think about it, there's a part of me that wants to be with somebody and have I want somebody to see. And this frame of mind needs to change. And until it does, I will live like this. But I say be with somebody, is like, nah, I want somebody to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a mental shift that us as young men, we need to get to. You know what I'm saying? You want to think about this. Do you want to be with somebody, or do you want somebody to be with you? And You know, it's a good mindset to have, or at least to transition over to, is do you want to be with somebody or do you want somebody to be with you? Keep growing.